Okay, hello lads. I am going to be going through everything that you need to know for the rematch beta. Firstly, we have the push ball mechanic, which is just like that. It sends the ball in whatever direction that you are moving. A good use of this is a little chop and a shot. We then have the lobbed push ball, which is like a rainbow flick or in whatever direction you do it. This can be used to evade defenders. Next, we have our dribble stance. This can be used to push the ball away from oncoming defenders. This is more used when someone's kind of coming in for a normal tackle, like a standing tackle, rather than like a slide tackle, because it's hard to dodge with that. There are a lot of uses for this. This is the basis of dribbling. You can pair this with a push ball, and it just throws off defenders. Next, we have shooting. What you can do with this shot, you can use something called the Magnus effect, which is basically, for other people, curve. For keyboard and mouse players, this is locked to your mouse. And what happens is, it locks wherever you're looking. So like, say I'm here and then I start going, I cannot move. Bear in mind, wherever your crosshair is while shooting is where it will be locked to when you hit the ball. So you need to quickly adjust and then add your spin. The 4 different directions are obviously down, which kind of does a knuckleball, which like can be used for this. Up, which is much more floaty, so like it can be used quite nicely for off the backboard plays like that. Left. And right. You'll also want to use this shot for a long range pass across the field. I'm going to quickly teach you a technique to get past goalkeepers on day 1. What you're going to want to do is chip the ball to fake out the goalkeeper and just bang it in. Lastly, but definitely not least when it comes to offensive, we have passing. By default, this is on right click for keyboard and mouse. You can use A or X on the controller. This is how you'll get your tiki-taka plays. This can also be used for a shot. When using the mod lobifier, you chip the pass. So you can change the power of your passes. One thing you're going to want to use this for is just little taps. This can also be used for heading. As for basics of defending, we have our standing tackle. This is quite a nice way to chip away at an attacker and eventually win the ball back off of him. We then also have the slide. To activate a sliding tackle, you must be sprinting at the same time as your tackle input. If you hit someone with one of these tackles, it will put them on the floor and keep them out of the game for a couple of seconds. Then, if you use the lob modifier again and the tackle button, you would do this little jump. A use case for this is when a goalkeeper is taking a goal kick and you want to block his shot, for example, or someone's trying to rainbow flick you or something. One higher level thing is you can use the push ball to actually tackle someone. So some people will try and do that and you just hit it away from them that way. You can also intercept this way. Those are all the basics for an outfield player. Now we have the goalkeeper. So one thing you want to make sure is that you are constantly in your dribble stance or defensive stance. This is so that you can actually pick up the ball. Otherwise, it can just go straight through you. Then diving is the tackle key again. And then whatever direction you'd like. Goalkeepers can use the dash mechanic to kind of cross the box. This is pressing push ball whilst you're in this defensive stance. And that is the basics of Rematch. I'm going to be streaming all weekend, so I hope to see you there. Thank you very much, guys. See you later. Mwah.